Greetings, my great viewers. I'm so delighted to be able to present to you today the financial literacy for the employed. Yes, you are employed because you are either employed permanently, you are either receiving a wage, or you are employed permanent on contract, or you are employed based on whatever you agreed with your employer. Yes, the salary you receive is because of the value you deliver to that employer, not because of your self-worth or how much you are worth. Yes, let's keep remembering that your salary sometimes is not your self-worth. It is not all that you deserve. Yes, but whatever you're paid is what you're offering the employer, the value you're offering to that specific employer, and the hours that the hours that you're spending with that employer. Yes, and the first question I would pose to you as the person receiving that salary or that paycheck is what speed does it travel once it checks into your account? I would love to hear what speed it travels for you or for those people that you know. While once it's in the account, for many of us and for many people, it travels with the speed of lightning. It gets to the account, and in no time there's so many things waiting for it, and it's not able to, even to relax in the account. Yes, there are many things that we can do besides it now just checking and going out, we can do, and we can be able to experience the financial abundance. Uh, uh, a research was done on a company for 100 people at retirement. And this is what they were able to find out, that 49 of the people will still be dependent on family and charity. Why would they be dependent on family or charity? Because the salary is now no longer coming, and they have to eat and they have to continue living. So, and since the family also depended on them when they were working, that wouldn't be such a big hassle. Yes, that is the biggest of the portion and the percentage. 29 will have left us, and most of them will have left us not because they were of natural causes. Some will have left us because maybe they were so stressed financially, or they could not even afford the medication, or they were not even able to feed themselves. And that's all those things that comes about because you don't have money. They'll have left us. 12 will still be alive but very broke. Five will still be working and pleading with the employer not to let them go, since they're still depending on that salary, and they'll still be at financial survival level. 4 will be financially independent. At least these ones will have worked out a way such that they've worked out a way in that they have built or they have bought assets that are bringing them some form of income such that they don't have to depend on the salary. So even at retirement, they are able to detach completely, and their assets are giving them the money to spend to spend for their expenditure. Yes, 1% will have achieved financial abundance. And I want to believe, because you landed on this video, you'll be that 1%. You'll be that one person who will have achieved the financial abundance. The abundance where you don't depend, your assets will be giving you more money than you actually need. And the ones that you need for even for your kids and your kids' kids, you'll have left a living legacy. And you'll have been so abundant, you're even able to support your community. Yeah, those results are quite sobering, but that should not stop us. Yes, the general life cycle of an employee, we all know, if you are like me, or most of us here in Kenya, we were told to go to school, we go to school, learn, get degrees, get diplomas. Then once we're able to do that, then we can come look for a job. So our young life between 0 to, let's say, 20 years, not even 20, 25 years, we spent the better part of that looking for education. We spent that better part looking for for schooling. And we'll be either be in high school, in college. And once we finish college at the 25th, we'll be so happy to have the degrees and we start looking for a job. Yes, not always that we'll get the job that we really want, but at that point, your parent feels like they have done their best and they'll leave you to go and get your first job. You get your first job at 25. And if you tarmac like a lot, like it happens in here in Kenya, you may even get that job after on 26 or 27 years. After you get that job, if you follow the normal path, you'll get married as per what they expect, the society in Kenya expects. You get married. You get married, you either do your wedding and you're happy. And after marriage, you all know Kenyans, we get kids almost immediately. We get kids, but by 30, we have been able to get kids and you're still getting kids. And if you know that you're not living alone, you feel like you need to build a home for your people. And if you're a man or even if you're the lady, you start looking for a home. And between 30 and 35, you were able to look for that home most of the time because you don't have the money that might require to buy homes or invest in real estate. What will happen is that you'll go and get mortgages, and even if you don't get mortgage, you'll buy a plot and you start building that house. And even if you don't do that, whatever means you do, you will have to get into debt because most of the time the salary is not enough to buy you that home. What happens? Your salary now start feeling small, or it's not even sufficient for you. So what you will do, and when once as we agreed, the value you deliver to the employer, you start looking for another employer who will pay you more. Or you start looking for another career, the career that you think will pay you more. What happens? You do a change. You change your job, you change your career. You start looking for what you can do at this age, at this time for you to get more money. Yes, in the process of time, remember the kids are coming and you're also bringing up your kids and you're also telling them, like you're told by your parent, that to go work hard, go to school. So you're taking them to you're taking them to good schools. And at this point, you require insurance, the health insurance needs, because at this point, your money is going towards paying rent and not the rent, go towards the home purchase or rent. You've changed your career. You've also maybe bought cars along the way, and you're almost virtually left with no money. So at this point, you acquire the insurance. At this point, your kids are also growing and going to, as you continue by the age 45, going to 50, your kids are now going also to college. Somehow you have also received your inheritance and you're also working out in a way that you're able now to give your kids their inheritance, what you've been working towards. So your kid is out of the nest. You are left now alone. At this point, you try and work towards, at this age, you try and work towards paying off the house. And even if you've not paid the house, you don't need that big house. So you might even sell it off and, just get a smaller house. And you start preparing for your kids' future. At this point, you start accessing your pension. And at this time, you're already nearing retirement. By this time, you're tired and you're going to retire. And as time progresses on, you start losing your spouse if you had one. And if you didn't have one, a lot is happening at this point. And this is the normal general life cycle. This is not what is recommended for everyone. Every one of us is unique, and God has designed us unique. And for us to accomplish his purpose, he has a different unique, he'll put you different unique purposes and circumstances. But this is the normal and the general cycle of an employee. There are other people who make recommendations for what you need to have accomplished by what time. But these are just the societal expectations. But Jack Ma, the founder and the CEO of Alibaba Group, Shanghai, China, most of us know him. He was making a recommendation that in as much as, yes, we get employed and we do all what we have to do, yes, let's learn as much as we can from family and from those people we are close with. As you get to 20 to 30 years old, then follow a good leader, follow a good boss, go to a small company and work. And as you follow that person, learn as much as you can so that you're able to acquire the lessons that you need for experience. By the time you are 30 to 40 years old, whatever you want to do for yourself, if you want to change career or whatever you want to do, please do it. At this time, you still have enough years to experience and to take risk. Do it for yourself. When you get to 40 and to 50 years old, do things that you are absolutely good at. Don't try anything new at this point. Start concentrating your efforts and seeing what you have. At 50 to 60 years old, this is the time now. If you're working, if you're at work, now that you're at work, you spend time training and developing the young people for the next generation, the young people, so that they can take over from you successfully. So that by the time you are 60-year-old, you can retire gracefully and you live and you continue enjoying your life. Yes, this is still another recommendation, but these are still the societal expectations. Your life is still very unique, and you are expected to live maximally every other day a fulfilling life. Yes, we have now have that overview, and once we get this salary, the biggest hassle or the biggest hurdle is balancing that salary, the income, versus the expenditure. Those are the bills. The bills and the many other things that are waiting for this salary of yours. Yes, in between, and the best thing that can help you be able to manage this better is preparing a budget. A budget will help you allocate the money. When it comes, it will be able to know this is where it will go, rather than you wait for it to arrive and then you wonder where did it go. Yes, this is a sample budget that you can adopt. But for better lessons and to those ones that fit you specifically, we welcome you to Abundance Fast Lane, and we'll be able to help you develop your own specific budget, the one that will fit you to an extent that you're able to remain with something, that to remain with a saving, that not to remain with a saving, that you can start with a saving that will help you buy assets that will grow and give you passive income. Yes. While in your work life, you've realized that, as I've highlighted, most of the time the employer is looking at the value they can get from you. But you also need to look at the value you need to retain your life and manage your life concurrently. This is what we say, it's a work-life balance. This will help you create more time for yourself so that you get more time for relaxing and for your personal health and well-being. Yes, once you're able to balance your work life well, you will be able to build a family on a family, and the family is the one that will take after your legacy, and the family is the one that will propagate your name. Yes, even for your personal growth, you need to create time in between for your own personal growth. You also need to take time for networking and for building a social capital investment. So that even when you retire, you don't get back and you realize that, oh, you don't have even anyone to sit with and talk to, or you don't even have people to share with. Yes, work-life balance while you're working is very important. Yeah, I don't know at what point you're getting to see this video, but reconcile your reality. Yes, at times when you're working, you work and at times you get that illusion that you're doing well. just because maybe your salary is able to come every other month, or you don't have many other things bothering you, or you just try to just forget about every other things. Vitu kwa ground zinakuwa ni tofauti. Yes, every other so often, reconcile your reality. Meet the ground, meet yourself and sit down and, count where you are, review and check where you are. Not having a tunnel vision and assuming that you're good just because you're receiving that salary. Yeah. At times even ask yourself, without that salary, how would you survive? Yeah, and also ask yourself, well, I'm in this salary. Could I be in the rat race, living from paycheck to paycheck? Yes, we have a full video on the rat race and what it means to be in the rat race. Check it out. Or am I living a life of a normal average lifestyle, financing my lifestyle? That every other day you are waking up to wear clothes that you bought for work, and you're driving a car that you bought so that it will take you to work, and you're staying in a house that is near work so that you can be able to work effectively. And this work, you're working so that you can be able to pay the house, and you can be able to buy the car, to fuel the car, and you're working so that you can buy more clothes. That cycle. Yeah, reconcile that reality. Then once you're able to reconcile that reality, ask yourself whether you're really living your abundant life. Then you'll be able now to, yeah. Yeah, at this point you might be asking, then how can I achieve financial freedom or financial abundance? Like one person who was way ahead of us, Susie Oman, asked, the big part of financial freedom is having your heart and mind free from worry about the what if of life. Yes, at times, if you're free from that worry of what if in life, you've already mitigated, you've already catered for all what ifs in life, then at that point you'll feel that you're financially free. How you can achieve the financial freedom is that one of them is that you need to manage your credit proactively. You need to look for investment options and indeed invest. You need to insure yourself. You need to do a lifestyle change and live a life that really fits you. Then you also need to do financial planning. And the financial planning, that's not that life is just happening around you. Plan your life and even to the last details. And also have faith that whatever you're doing, God is going to guide you. Other practical solutions that you need to do is that you need to start saving for investments, not saving so that you can expense or so that you can spend. You start saving for investment. You save and start investing early so that you're able to earn interest on interest. And once you start early, stay focused and you're consistent and you're disciplined to do this month on month, you'll be amazed at what outcome you're able to get. Then also live within your means. Stop getting peer pressure. Just because you're working for a big organization, now you want to live big. Live within your means. Then keep reviewing and balancing your investment portfolio regularly. If you keep checking where you have invested and rebalance and balance your investment portfolio every so often. Don't go and buy shares with all your money and you don't have other portfolios. Don't even go to buy maybe those empty shares that we buy for speculative purposes and then it's not giving you money. Keep rebalancing your investment portfolio. Then take time to seek advice from financial experts and also from experienced people. There are people who've been able to, balance and manage it. You need not reinvent the wheel. Go and ask them what they have been able to do. Then you can also at this point, monetize your hobby or your passion. Have another side hustle that is able to give you more money. Whatever hobby you do it in a way that it is able to pay you. And whatever you're passionate in, start doing it now and do it in a small way as it is. Then finally, please don't put all your eggs in one basket. Whatever you do, don't invest in one portfolio. Just don't do one thing. Scatter your bread upon many waters. Scatter your investment upon many options. Yes, that's what we have for you. Thank you so much for listening through till to this point, and thank you for subscribing. I would like I would like to invite you to ask you to invite your friends, like, share, and leave a comment. And you're always welcome to Abundance Fast Lane. There's so many other lessons that you can learn and so many other videos that are attached. You are welcomed.